Good day, our viewers. My name is Vi Nguyen. The Vietnam War ended 50 years ago with the Fall of Saigon on April 30th, 1975. Over the years, you may have heard many stories from Vietnamese refugees, but today you will hear a deeply personal one from my father, Hong-Anh Nguyen.
Good day, our listener. Good day, Vi.
He is the publisher and editor of TV Tuần-san, a magazine he established in 1985, well known to the Vietnamese community in Australia. But 45 years ago, he was among the boat people, a penniless refugee who arrived in Australia carrying only a bilingual book of songs that he published while at Galang refugee camp in Indonesia in 1981. My father is a self-taught guitar player. Music is his hobby. Before 1975, he had never written a song, but from 1976 to 2016, in 40 years, my father wrote more than 40 songs in Vietnamese and English. He uploaded them all to YouTube and even produced 4 CDs, the latest titled Boat People Dance. Through music, he found a way to tell the world about the plight of his people. Here's an excerpt from his songbook's preface. Though I had never composed a song before 1975, I wished, with my limited English, to let those who love freedom and humanity see a glimpse of our suffering. My words may not capture everything, but I believe that every survivor has a duty to speak up for those who are still enduring oppression. Dad, can you describe what life was like for South Vietnamese people after the Fall of Saigon?
Thank you, Vi. Dear our listener, life after the Fall of Saigon was terrible, unimaginable. 3 million Vietnamese died because of the communism and ideology brought to Vietnam by Ho Chi Minh and his party. The United States helped us. Then in 1973, they abandoned us with the so-called Paris Peace Accord. But in 1975, 2 years later, the communists invaded South Vietnam. Hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese soldiers, public servants, intellectuals were imprisoned in the so-called re-education camps without trial. Many over 10 years, and many died in the camp. The communists also robbed the houses of the residents of the cities. They forced them to go to the so-called new economic zone. To describe this sort of peace and also the plight of the South Vietnamese, I wrote a song called Deceitful Peace. Please listen to my narrative through music. Peace is coming, life's have ocean. Peace is coming, human love's gone. Peace give it to me, so much hardship. Peace give it to me, untold sorrow. Peace is coming, separation. Peace is coming, loss of friendship is given to me. Family loss is given to me, loss of fortune. This is a dream of our people of South Vietnam. decades ago. Now comes the peace, deceitful peace, no mean on peace of impostors. Peace is coming, prisons built up. Peace is coming, refuge abandoned. Please give it to me, such sleepless nights. Please give to me, such weary days. Please give to me, too much deceit. Please give it to me, desperation. Please give to me, unlet emotions. Please give to me, hourly regrets. This is coming, prisons built up. This is coming, refuge abandoned. Please give to me, such sleepless nights. Please give to me, such weary days.
That's heartbreaking. Can you tell us which is the most striking subjects in this narrative?
There are two things. First, loss of friendship. Your friend could be a communist sympathizer and even worse, a spy. We cannot sleep well at night because maybe one night police would come, knock your door, and take you away. The second example is refuge abandoned. After 1975, everything belongs to the state, to the government. Even your land, your farm. During the Vietnam War, you know, South Vietnam exported rice, but after 1975, instead of eating rice, we have to eat the bobo. Bobo is a name I never heard before. And this sort of food is, we were told, is for the horse, for the animal, brought to Vietnam from Soviet Union. So bobo, this food, was a nightmare of all Vietnamese at their daily meals. You can ask anybody from Vietnam with the age like my age, our experience. So it was no surprise that for the following 10 years, Vietnam was one of the 10 poorest countries in the world.
And what about your personal journey? How did life change for you after 1975?
At that time, I was studying master degree and was working for an accounting firm in Saigon. I didn't want to escape as many Vietnamese did. So I temporarily moved to the countryside, hoping to earn a living as a farmer. But after the crop, I took a bag of sweet potatoes, corns, peanut back to the city. The communists confiscated everything. We are not allowed to bring them in one place to another place. We must have a permit. So with this experience, I wrote some songs like my story as a farmer, or in another song titled, I wish to be an animal rather than human being. Because you know why? The pigs of my neighbor has something to eat daily. Why? I had to try very, very hard to have something to put in my stomach. So I could not revolt. So I decided to escape. And I asked myself in this song, with this song, why do I stay here? Please listen to my narrative. I dream every night of the vast skyline, reading friends' letters, and my very sad. I'm watching my life, hearing lemon cries. I waited for a long time. My life is darkness. Dreams beyond the ocean, with a pleasant song. Dreams beyond the ocean, with the open arms. Why do I stay here? Why do I live here? Looking at soaring, so I'm very sad. Why do I wait more? Why don't I begin? The shouts, those resound, is only a dream. Dreams beyond the ocean, with a pleasant songs. Dreams beyond the ocean, with the open arms. Why do I stay here? Why do I live here? Looking at soarings, so I'm very sad. Why do I wait more? Why don't I begin? The shouts, the resound, is only a dream.
Your song has such melancholic lyrics, but there is also hope in the refrain. Can you describe through a song why you wanted to escape?
You know, in 1970, a university student like me, we love the novel titled Love Story of the author Eric Siegel. And also the film, the adapted film with the same title, Love Story. In English, there is a catchphrase spoken by the character Jennifer. Love means never having to say you're sorry. But our listener, under the communist regime, between the love and the freedom, people choose freedom. A popular saying in Vietnam and in Vietnamese, nếu cột đèn biết đi, nó cũng đi. That means even if a light street pole, if it could work, it would escape Vietnam. I wrote a song called Everybody Wanna Go Away. It captures the desperation of those who accept to risk their life, their lovers, their partners, their families, and even their lives to escape. So please listen to my song, Everybody Wanna Go Away. No, nobody wanna live in hell. Everybody wanna live in heaven. But I've lived 3 years in hell, really in hell. No, nobody wanna fall in love in a country that always hurts our hearts. But I fell in love so much, and so I cried. My love, I don't wanna let you down. I run away, I don't wanna let you down. No, nobody wanna go to jail. Everybody wanna be on free. But I had no choice really, but to go away. Thank you.
It took you 5 years to successfully reach a refugee camp. Did you ever pray or feel like you were unlucky after failed attempts?
I don't know whether I prayed or blamed God. There were nights when I thought, why me? Why can't I escape? So I wrote a song called God Has to Know It. Maybe after listening to this song, you can tell me, was I praying or was I questioning Him? It's the song God Has to Know. I was born there, I was living there, I grew up there, maybe I shan't die there. I didn't know why I had to suffer. I know only God has to know it. God has to know. I cry for liberty, 'cause I need so badly. I love my country, but I had no right to live there, 'cause of patriotic monopoly. God has to know. God has to know. I cry for liberty, 'cause I need so badly. I love my country, but I had no right to live there, 'cause of patriotic monopoly. God has to know. God has to know. God has to know.
Western media use the term boat people to describe Vietnamese refugees. Today, the phrase boat people is often tied to debates on immigration policies. But for you, Dad, escaping by boat wasn't just an option. It was a resolution, a matter of life and death. Can you tell us about that journey?
Yep, we knew the risk. Pirates, rape, starvation, drowning. But staying in Vietnam felt like a slow death. According to the United Nations Refugee Agency, about 200 to 400,000 Vietnamese died at sea when they escaped. Two friends of mine, living a few meters from my house, died in separate years when escaping. But this tragedy didn't stop me to escape. In 1980, I finally made it onto a boat. The ocean was endless. We didn't know if we would make it. But we had one thing: hope. Hope. So, my boat, with a length of just 12 meters, and with 154 people on board. After 7 days and 7 nights, we reached a refugee camp in Indonesia on the 30th of April, exactly 5 years after the Fall of Saigon. So, to me, 30th of April is symbol of death while in Vietnam, of course. The symbol of life when we were in the camps, in the refugee camps, and the symbol of freedom as I live here in Australia. I wrote a song called Boat People Dance to capture that journey. Dance with the death, dance with fear, dance with hope, and dance with freedom as we have now. Please listen to the song Boat People Dance. We went on board our boat. It's where we needed. And when we left the coast, we danced without delay. We danced up and down, and we hit the both sides. We heard nothing around but thunder in the sky. We danced together, we cried together, we lay warm eating, we danced day and night. We dance on a flight. It's It's a fateful day. We thought we lost our life. Oh, we dance on the way. We dance together, we cry together, we lay for meeting, we dance day and night. We dance on a flight. It's a fateful day. We thought we lost our life. Oh, we dance on the way. Thank you.
You've risked everything to escape communism. What do you say to those who listen to your program?
Dear listener, I love Vietnam, but the truth is, if I stay there, I could end my life in prison. Not because of my songs, but also because of my contact with some anti-regime figures. Today, the communists still continue to arrest many people, those who dare to speak out or raise their concern about the situation of our country. There is no freedom at all in Vietnam, except the communists are free to corruption. Corruption is a big problem now in Vietnam. Thousands and thousands members of the party have been jailed, and hundreds of high-ranking leaders also have been imprisoned. Recently, 2 consecutive presidents of the country and a chairman of the National Congress were sacked, were fired, and disciplined. These 3 men are among of the so-called 4 pillars. So they are the 4 top leaders of the country. So they are exempted from prison, just disciplined only. In 1954, when the communists took over the north of Vietnam, 1 million Vietnamese from the north fled to the south. 20 years later, in 1975, the communists broke the peace accord and invaded South Vietnam. The South Vietnamese has no choice but to escape, knowing that they could most likely die at sea. So, with my songs, I hope they will contribute to the understanding of the Vietnam War. French and American gone, but now they come back in droves. And also with these songs and narrative, I hope that, the young Vietnamese generation, as you, understand why their parents had to flee Vietnam. And so they could not take the freedom they are enjoying now for granted. Please listen to my last song, Round and Round the World. La 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 la. Round, round and round the world, round and round the world. My friend, believe me, we let the whole world know. How does the life cost? How does freedom cost more? We go around the world by so fragile boat, and let the whole world know there's something precious, really more precious, the human rights. Let's go around the world, don't care any danger. Let's go around the world, don't care to go in jail. Let's go around the world, don't together stormy time. Let's search for new light, though that might come true. La 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 la. Round, round, round the world, round, round the world.
Dear viewers, I was born in Melbourne, but my father's stories of war, escape and rebuilding a life remind me why hundreds of thousands of Vietnamese now call Australia home. Thank you, Dad, for sharing your experience through music with us. And thank you, viewers, for watching. Dad, are there any final words you want to say to those who are watching the show?
Thank you, our listeners. I hope you enjoy my show. Today, this month, April, we commemorate 50 years of the Fall of Saigon. And also, we celebrate the 50 years of resettlement and 50 years of freedom. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Australia, my adopted country, and also to thank all the nations that have embraced and resettled the Vietnamese refugees, the Vietnamese boat people. God bless you. Thank you.